Hi beaters, I'm Kathy from the channel Bitlicious. I'm sorry that it took so long for making a new tutorial, but it was a very busy period for me. I did have a lot of job interviews and I was been sick a couple of weeks ago, so I didn't have a lot of time and energy to make a new tutorial. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have a lot of inspiration too, but I thought of something new. It's not really new, but I thought by myself I'm gonna try it. I had that idea a couple of weeks actually since the especially since the one of especially since one of my after one of my tutorials that I already made. As for the ones that's been around a while on my channel knows that I already made this tutorial from this bracelet, the flat caprico, and I played already with the idea to make a matching earring for the bracelet. So, but I never tried it before because I always thought it's not gonna work. Maybe it's not beautiful enough, but I tried it and it looks better than I expected actually. So this one is the result of it. It's like a square actually, and it looks quite well actually. So today I'm gonna show you how to make this one. What kind of materials do you need for this tutorial? You need 11 seed beads, you need 39 8 seed beads, and you need 33 4mm Swarovski. Sorry for my grammars because I'm from Belgium. I'm Dutch, speaking Dutch from origin. So if my grammars is not 100% correct, sorry for that. Just in between. Of course, you need some fire line. For this, I use 0.12 millimeters, the crystal one, and I use an arm span white. I don't know exactly how many inches that is, or feet, or whatever. What you use in your country. For my American viewers, for an example. And of course I use ear hooks, of course. So let's start beading then. For the begin, as I always use a stopper bead. That's always the best because by my first attempt I had the problem that I forgot my stopper bead, and you know the result. When I started, everything fell off. It's not funny. So I'm gonna use a stopper bead. So like this. So then I'm sure it's not going to fall off. Okay, let's start then. I start with 1/80, 2 11s, 80, 2 11s, 80, again 2 11s, and you continue that until you have 7 8/0s on your needle. Not if you fall off, of course. I'm not used to make video tutorials. I always make photo tutorials. So because with video tutorials you always have you always need to take care of that you don't have a lot of workspace then, and it's always a little frustrating sometimes. I already have 6 on my needle, so I'm gonna continue now with 7, and I'm ending up with 2 11 seed beads, and I'm gonna take that on the end of my thread. So now you have this. Now I'm gonna put my stuff a little in the back so that I have a little more workspace. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna skip the first two 8/0s, and I'll go back and I'll go back in the third 8/0 seed bead. I always hold my 8/0 seed bead like this, so I don't know how you do it, but and it sticks on the place. So you have this right now, so a little loop on at the end. Then I pick up two 11/0s, an 8/0, and again two 11/0s. I'm sorry that you cannot see it when I'm picking up, but I'm gonna show you in a minute. And all my materials are on my needle, okay, like this. And I'm going to skip the next 8/0, and I go to the second 8/0 seed bead. So I skip one 8/0. And I also need a better camera. Hope very soon I can buy one like this. It's gonna fit better when you have a couple of rows. So I'm picking up again two 11/0s. One 8/0 and again two 11/0s. And you go through the last 8/0 seed bead, not through the stopper bead, of course. So like this, and then you have the first row. Then I flip my work over. You don't need to, but I always do that. Then I take again two 11/0s, and you continue actually doing always the same thing. You pick up two 11s, one 8, and two 11s, and that's why I count my 8/0s, so I know when my 8/0s are gone. Yeah, if they are all already in my work, then I know I had the right size, you know. So, and you go to the and if you pick your work, if you pick your two 11/0s, 8/0 and 11/0, you go to through the 8/0 that's sticking out. And again, two 8/11s, one 8, two 11s. If they want to go on my needle, of course. And I go and I skip the next 11/0, 8/0 I mean, and I go to the next 11/0, 8/0 I mean, that's sticking out. I hope you guys can see it real good, because the more I zoom in, the smaller my workspace is going to become. And that's the problem you don't have with photo tutorials, that doesn't matter how big your workspace is. But I thought by myself, I don't have a lot of time. It's now it's almost 12 o'clock at night. It's almost midnight now, and I don't feel like taking a lot of pictures now and uploading them and putting the lyrics underneath it. Now I can beat and the problem I always have with with photo tutorials is you need good light, of course. Not only that, but the problem I have sometimes when I beat and I want to make a photo tutorial, then the problem I have most of the times, I do some steps, I took pictures, and then I do the next step and I forget to take a picture. And that's sometimes a moment that you think by yourself and damn. So I pick again 2 11 ohs, 1 8 oh, 2 11 ohs, and I go to the next 8 oh that's sticking out. And so you continue. And I'm sometimes frustrated that you see that you do stuff and that you see afterwards that you forget taking some pictures. And then with earrings is not a big problem because you can always then start with the second one and take the pictures you forget, but then you need to think about that again. But yes, this picture I forgot, I need to take that one. And sometimes I need to take 7 pictures for having one good one because some of them are blurry or too dark or too much light, or it's not that you take some pictures then it's just done. No. Sometimes it takes more work to make a photo tutorial than a video tutorial. Because now I'm talking and I do and I continue doing my work, and in the hope I'm not going out of focus a lot, in the hope that I'm still filming right now, because I have a 2 GB card in my camera, and that's not much. But I had an 8 GB card. But the funniest stuff with that card is if I put that card in my camera, I can film 15 minutes in HD with my 2 GB card, and if I put my 8 GB card in it, then I can film 5 minutes in HD. It's strange. This card is normally 4 times bigger than this one, but I can film 10 minutes less. Don't ask me how it comes, I don't know. The card is empty, so that's not a problem. But now I have to film this in maybe 3 or 4 times, but I need to check my time. I have my cell phone next to me with the stopwatch, so in the hope that I can watch my time a little, so that I don't go over my time, so I don't finish this earring, and then came to the conclusion that I film only the first part, if you understand what I mean. I'm gonna finish this line now, and then I'm gonna upload this part already on my computer, and then I'm gonna finish this up so I can start with the next part of filming with the Swarovski. I think this part is already a little clear. You see already that the netting, or how that you call it in English, that it took a little that you see the form already. So I will say finish up until you have used all your 8/0 seed beads, and then I come back to you for the part with Swarovski. Hi guys, it's me again. First part is already on my computer, so now I'm gonna start with the second part. So as you see, my frame is ready. I hope your frame too, because we're gonna start with the part where we put our Swarovski on top of it. I'm gonna put my frame like this, so that my working thread is coming my way. So I'm gonna work from under till top and from left to right. For me, that is the easiest way. So I'm gonna take, they're already on my thread, as you see, but I take one 11/0 seed bead, one Swarovski bicone, and again one 11/0 seed bead, and I'm coming out of the 8/0 seed bead, and I'm going to the 8/0 seed bead that is above that. I'm gonna hold my work for until my Swarovski is on its place, and now my Swarovski is on top of the frame. Actually, I hope you guys can see it good, because my camera don't focus a lot, so you cannot see it pretty good. But at the end, you're gonna have something like this. I already showed you. On the back it looks like this. That's the frame, like this. And then on top, you see the thickness, the Swarovski. So now again, I pick up one 11/0 seed beads and Swarovski, and 11/0 seed bead, and I'm coming out of this 8/0 seed bead, and I'm going to the next 8/0 seed bead above that. It's not from the side. I think I'm gonna make a knot if I pull this or not. There are things that you don't see in pictures tutorial, and like this. A good tip with the as the same with the flat caprico. Don't pull too hard on it, otherwise it's gonna curve, you know. Otherwise you're gonna have something. You see, this is quite straight, but if you pull on your thread too hard, you're gonna have something like this. With a round caprico, like Gianna Zimmerman make on her channel. She has a couple of channels on YouTube too. Beading for Perfectionists and Beading for Backup is one of them. If you made a round caprico, then you need to pull tight enough so that you have this shape. With this, you need to pull, of course, but not hard enough, so that it's still straight. Okay. So with this similar, it has to be straight. You know, I cannot come off my words. It's not a purpose that it's gonna curve like a round caprico. So that even that was even a sideway, but it's very important not to pull too hard so that it doesn't curve. Hard enough, of course, that it's coming to its place, but not so hard that it's gonna curve. Then we take one 11/0 seed bead and a bicone. We don't take a second 11/0 seed bead. Why? Because here on top, I don't know if you see it good, but you're gonna see it on your own work. At top, between the two 8/0s is two. We have two 11/0s. So we go. So we have one bicone, one 11/0 and one bicone, and we go. And I want to see it good. to the second bicone, and then we go under, we go to the second 11 seed beat, and from the and I'm gonna do it in 2 steps because I feel I'm not getting in the 8-0 immediately. And then you go through the 8-0 seed beat like this. So, and then we pull a little so that our Swarovski come to place, but not hard enough that it's gonna start curving. So now we are ready to start our second row. I'm gonna flip my work over. And again, I'm coming now out of the 8-0. I'm gonna take, and I have a piece of paper that's in my way. So now I'm gonna take an 8-0 and 11-0, I mean, a bicone and 11-0, and I go through the next 8-0, see, above of it, and you pull it tight, but not tight enough, of course. So like this. And again, an 11-0 seed bead, a bicone, an 11-0 seed bead, and I go to the next. It lies next to this Swarovski by 8-0 seed bead, and I go up like that. I hope you can see it sparkle. That's why I love working with Swarovski, because they sparkle so hard, and I love sparky. I love it. It's when I started working with Swarovski, the first thought that came to my mind was a phrase that Marilyn Monroe, I believe, once said: "Diamonds are a girl's best friend." And since I started to work with Swarovski, I understand what she meant. Because diamonds are bling bling, are the queens of the bling bling. So, and Swarovski is, in my opinion, the princess of the bling bling. So now I understand what she meant. So I took now again one 11-0 seed beads and a Swarovski bicone, and I go, because I'm gonna turn again, and I go to you see above 2 seed beads, and I go through the second seed bead that lies next to the 8-0. I go through the 8-0 again, and I'm gonna pull it a little so that everything comes into place, and that is done. And then we start all over again. We take one 11-0, one bicone, one 11-0, and we go through, and we come from an 8-0 and we go to the 8-0 that is on top from the same row, like that. And that do we again, one 11-0, a bicone, 11-0, and we go up through the next 8-0 seed bead that's on top. Like that. So, and now we're gonna make the turn again. So you take already, like you already know, one 11-0 and one bicone, and we take the second 11-0 that is on top, and we go through the next 8/0 seed bead. I need to go with my thread, with my needle underneath the loop, because otherwise I'm gonna have a knot. And a little pull until everything is fitting on their place. So, like this. So you see, it's already shimmering and shining, and I'm already almost back on my time, on the end of my time again. But so that you know what you're going to do. So you're gonna make with you again 1 row. So 1 seed bead, 11/0, 1 bicone, 1 11/0 seed beads, and pull, but not tight enough. And again 1 seed bead, 11/0, bicone, 11/0, and you go through the next 8/0 seed beads. And now we're gonna make the turn again. As you know, 1 seed bead, 11/0, 1 bicone, and you go to the next one from so, and then through the 8/0, so you can start the next line again. And of course it's the purpose that you go only through the 8/0 then, and not through the 11/0s. So you see and it's developing. You see the bling bling already on. I don't know if you see it on camera pretty good, but you see the sparkle, you see it shine, and that's why I love on Swarovski. So now I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna upload this part too on my computer, and then I'm gonna finish this up then, and then I'm gonna show you how to attach to make a loop and to attach the with the ear hook, and then is our earring almost done. So let us say until part 3. So now we are ready for part 3. Sorry my last part that I went out of focus a couple of times. That is not the benefit of making videos, of course. But okay, my apologies. Now for the last part, I come out of the 8/0 seed bead for making the loop. And what I do for making the loop, I'm gonna take 3 11/0 seed beads. Then I always put my my hook on it, and again 3 11 so like this, and I'm gonna slide them down to my, not like this of course, but at the end, so I can see that my hook is on the right. Yes, because the Swarovski needs, if you wear them, Swarovski needs to be of course on the front. If you have the sun in your eyes and people are pass you by, then you want to draw attention with the bling bling. That is the bling bling. The first thing, you have to catch their eye with your sparkling earrings. You know, you need to sparkle. The same thing if you do markets or fairs or something. You stand there and you go to the market with great stuff. Not always necessary with with jewelry or something, but you always look at the first thing that catches your eye. So girls, if you make this one for yourself or for a friend, doesn't matter, or for your daughter or mother, doesn't matter, then they want to get noticed, you know. People need to see in if you have a daughter and you made this for her, then there is one thing that you have in mind, that is that beautiful guys can look at your daughter and think, like you as a mom, my daughter is awesome, that girl is awesome. Who is that beautiful sparkling girl? So, or woman? As you can see, because with my next job interview I'm gonna wear this one. So as you can see, I go a couple of times through my loop. That's just to be sure actually that the loop is a little stronger than otherwise, and then I go with my needle through my netting in the back. So I flip my work over so I see the netting, so I can see where I'm going actually. So see, my thread is free, yes, and then I go zigzagging actually through my work. If I'm able, of course, to find the holes, because it's past midnight right now and I'm a little tired. And if you are a little tired and then your eyes doesn't work with you so good anymore, yes, I made it. I won. Sadly, it's not a lottery. It always comes in handy. So I go through some beads randomly. It's not that I follow a certain pattern or something, but I just go through the most of my beads. Then I'm quite sure that my work doesn't fall off when someone's wearing them, or if I wear them. I don't want to go to my job interview to end up with the big bang, with these glimmering stars that's falling all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna make an impression, that thing for sure, but I think it's not in a good way. Then I take a first impression. They always say you have only one chance. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, and that is a phrase that saved my life a dozen times, you know. I know if I wear these earrings on that job interview, because it's not really, it's a job interview and not at the same time, in the meaning of that first I need to play a role play. I have to see how I handle in certain situations, because I have the job interview now. Wednesday, if we're working at the city hall here in Belgium, in Antwerp. So I know if I have and afterwards we we have a job interview, and then the best 5 of 20, the best 25 went through. I was with the last 25, and I know I go to the next round. So if I wear these earrings on that, then I know the females. If I have a female in front of me, then I know that she's constantly gonna think by herself. I'm sure of that. Oh, well, I love her earrings. I want to know more about that girl. Then, and if there are guys standing there, then I know she's a valuable girl, so young woman, and we need her. So I made a knot right here, as you can see. I'm gonna show you one more time, because we were talking about the job interview. I forgot to tell you how you do this. You go through, you take care that you end up between 2 11/0 seed beads. Yes, always. Then you go underneath the seed bead, and I'm gonna check, and it's not through the Swarovski. That's fine, that's good, that's perfect. The knot must lie in between, and you see you have here a little loop. Then I'm going through the loop like a spear, and my needle than the spear, and then I pull, and take care that your knot comes in between the 2 seed beads. And you go through next, and no one's gonna know, no one is gonna see that you have a knot right there. And you go through some other beads randomly. I go through some, and I'm gonna pull, and now I'm able to cut this wire off. It's almost done, girls, and maybe boys that watches my tutorials. They are welcome to. But as you see, you still have a tail with your stopper bead. So now I'm gonna put my needle to and there goes my stopper bead. There, he's off. I hope everything stays in place. I'm gonna lie my work over here, so that's a lot safer, I think, than if I take him in my hands right now. I'm gonna put now my thread to my needle on my end thread, actually, if I can find the hole. And then I'm going with my tail, actually, because it's very loose right now. So now I'm gonna go through some beads, and like I did with my other thread. So like this. And then if you want to make then we're going to make the knot again. So take care that you come out of an 11/0. So after the first 11/0 you went in, you go under the frame, but not through so that you end up actually between the frame and the Swarovskis. Okay, I'm going to the loop, and then I pull in, and then I gonna manipulate that a little so that it comes in between the 2 beads. So then again I go away from the knot with my needle randomly, So it doesn't matter where you go. I'm glad this is almost finished. I can go to sleep. So you can go this way, doesn't matter, like this, and it's all stuck and stuff. Snip this off, get it off, and the earring is ready. I love this. See the sparkle. I hope you can guys see it probably. And in the sun, it's more shiny than it is right now. So it's finished. So I hope you like these. That you like it. You see it's two little different because it's two types of blue and at the end too. See? But it's still beautiful. So I hope you like these earrings, that you love meet them with me in a video tutorial now, and not only in a photo tutorial. At the end of the day, I hate my voice on video, so but I hope you like these and that you like my tutorials and love to subscribe on my channel. So let us say see you next time.